Welcome, ladies and gents, to preview and predictions for the Las Vegas Grand Prix round 22. Vegas, the first of the triple headers as we see out the season. 3 guys still in the hunt for the title. Lando Norris is in the box seat. Oscar Piastri needs a double six. Max Verstappen needs to go all in on black. Norris with a 24-point lead, 83 points still on the table. Who will come out on top? Let me know your thoughts in the comment. Who have you got for the Drivers' Championship? I mean, even with that 24-point lead, anything can change. We've seen it before. And will we get another new history and a new exciting finish to the championship? Just 3 weeks, we'll know who is the man that did it under the pressure. I just can't wait for the action to get going. If you like the content, please like, subscribe, comment, and hit a thumbs up. It will be massively appreciated. Vegas, well, it'll be interesting, really. All 3 of the title rivals struggled here last year. It was a Mercedes 1-2. It's a really good circuit, this one. In the 2 races that we've seen, we've got really good racing action. Last year, we got 77 overtakes, so plenty of chances for that. It's a 50-lap race, 17 turns, 2 DRS zones down into turn 5 and 14, 6.2 kilometers this circuit. It's the second fastest street circuit after Jeddah. It's a low downforce circuit, and generally we get good action, which is what we want as fans. The weather conditions for this weekend, well, because it's cold in the night desert of Nevada, it's single digits potentially, well, max at about 10 degrees, so Mercedes should like them conditions. The tyres, it's on the softer side, not the C6 though. We've got the C3 for the hards, the C4 for the medium, and the C5 for the soft. Strategy, it should be a 2-stop race, mainly because of the graining. It's what everybody struggled with last year, but Mercedes managed it better than anybody else. And will it be the same this time around? And we'll get to my predictions. And I've gone for qualifying, a first pole position for Kimi Antonelli. He's been on a roll for the last couple of Grand Prix, and expecting him to continue that this weekend. Lando Norris in second and Charles Leclerc in third. For the race, I've got Kimi Antonelli to come home for a first win, George Russell in second, making it a Mercedes 1-2, and Lando Norris to take third place. My predictions have been shocking, so yeah, I wouldn't hold out too much hope or bet any money on this one, but let's see how we get on. I think it's going to be a good weekend for the Mercedes, clearly with a 1-2. They went well here last year. They went in Canada with the colder conditions. McLaren have struggled in cooler conditions as well. Red Bull have been better, so this is a massive opportunity, really, if you look at it for Max Verstappen. If he can get himself up at the front and the 2 Mercedes between him and the 2 McLarens, it could be the perfect weekend for him, and we could see another swing for him, but he's got a massive job to do, 49 points behind. I've got a bad weekend for Aston Martin. They really struggled here last year, and I've just gone on the back that they might struggle here again. But yeah, interesting to see who will do it. I wouldn't write out Oscar Piastri. He wasn't miles off last year, but he was still a little bit slower than Lando Norris last year, and he's just been on a poor run. And with the way this track will work, I mean, Lando Norris already saying that this is going to be one of their worst circuits and not coming in with high hopes. It's probably the worst time for Oscar Piastri, really, because he just needs 3 wins and hope Lando Norris has a flop somewhere. But he's got to outscore whichever way it is Lando Norris by a good chunk this weekend to take it into the next couple of weekends, and let's see how that gets on. Talking about the next couple of weekends, the news, Qatar, they've limited the tyres to just 25 laps for next weekend's Grand Prix. They did this in 2023 in Qatar, where they were only 18 laps allowed on a set of tyres. Because of the curbs, basically, they don't know if the tyre will hold its integrity throughout taking a beating on them curbs. They've improved the tyres, but clearly quite not enough. And when it's a safety risk, and they just clearly put that on the teams, then they've got to go with basically proprietary guidance on that one. So it'll definitely be a 2-stop race next time out in Qatar, but we'll talk more about that when we get to Qatar. Liveries, it's a big one for Liveries this weekend, and Williams have come out with an absolute cracker. Have a look at this one, the Stealth Livery. I love the all black. I think they've absolutely smacked it out the park on this one. One of my favourite liveries that they've done. It looks beautiful. Hopefully it'll look better under the lights. It's my only issue because it's a night race and you've gone all black, and let's see how that comes out under the lights. But on the face of it in the pictures, it looks absolutely brilliant. Sauber have also come up with a new livery. We've got checkered flags all over this one for their final races as a Sauber outfit before they turn to Audi. Talking about Audi, they could produce a sort of a concept car. I'm not sure the whole purpose of this, because the car and livery will look completely different when it comes to 2026, but it's a good little PR move for them. They are now coming into the end of the season where they need to just show that they are taking over and make it big news for them. But yeah, I'm not really sure about the concept livery at all. They don't have any sponsored deals on there because it's just purely an Audi, sort of revealing Audi themselves into Formula One. So we'll obviously see more stickers and sponsor logos and everything like that on the cars when it comes out in 26. But this whole silver with just the sharp cut off with the red and black all at the back, I do hope they come out with something different for 26. And Alpine have given a new livery as well for this weekend. You can see not massively changed, but there's just a lot more pink, which will remain for the final 3 races of the season. It's something that they do for their partner BWT, and that will remain for the final 3 races of the season. Let me know your thoughts. Who have you got to pull off the magic, pull off a surprise for this weekend? Let me know your thoughts in the comment. It's an interesting one, this Vegas, because, like I said, none of the top 3 that are fighting for the title have really gone well here. So it'll be a really interesting race. Could we see a real big mix and shake up at the top in the title? Because we've all been talking after Norris stretched his lead to 24 points at the top in the championship that it looked like it's his for the taking. He's got one hand on the trophy, but Vegas can throw something completely different in the mix, and especially as we've seen the cars struggle, all 3 of them struggle there last year. Mercedes do well, and if one of them 3 can do really well and you get a Mercedes between them, it's big points either gained and an advantage taken further for Lando Norris, or one of the championship rivals can eat into Norris's lead, making it a little bit nervous going into the final 2 races. But yeah, there we have it. Vegas coming short and thick and fast after this one. I can't wait for the action to get going. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment. As always, see you next time.